So you are able to see my screen?
Yeah, I'm able to see the screen.
Okay. See now here, this is a single level inheritance concept.
Okay.
Inheritance concept. See now this is how we have the relation. Now here we are having different classes are there, right? So now if I want to call this grandparent, right? Say here this name is very lengthy, so I will just go with only GP. Okay.
Okay.
See now if I want to call these methods cash and gold, and here silver and mutual funds, and child is having property and bonds. Okay. So
Okay.
now if I want to access this, how to call these methods? Can you tell me? So suppose now I want to call this parent. So how are we going to call these parent methods? If I want to
Uh,
see how to do this.
parent dot new
Now before that, what we have to do?
will extend
No,
GP.
see that extends is different thing. Now I am just asking you based on this yesterday's class, right? So we have
Okay.
a class. We have one class is there. Okay.
Yeah.
If I run this program, if
It
I
will run
run,
only. Yeah. It will not come to child.
so
So we
here,
need to get into.
okay,
Yeah.
inheritance
Okay.
concepts, right? So now here, what is happening here? So now if I run this program, how many are going to be executed?
Only one.
Only one. Which is that?
The main method.
Main method. Okay. So now if I want to get all those things, what I need to do? You got only one, right?
Yeah.
So
So
now
we
I
need to
want
get.
to, yes. So now what we need to do? Tell me.
We need to get the GP into this thing. So
Hmm.
uh,
Okay. Now you are saying that GP, right? So okay. Tell me any one class how to access this cash is available, gold is available. I want to print this in the console output. What steps I need to take?
first we need to get the GP. So should I
We have to create the object reference, right? First,
object.
we have to create the object first. Create
Yeah.
an here, create an object for grandparent. Okay.
Okay.
So how to create the object for that?
Uh,
G
I
class name with object reference like OR1 is equal to new GP, right?
yeah.
So now if I want to get this cash and gold, what I need to do?
Uh,
We have to call
it,
with the help
it,
of object reference, right?
object. Yeah. ORL OR1
OR1 dot, we have the cash.
cache. Okay.
See, that's it. So now we will get the output of cash is available. Now similarly, what is the second method? We have gold. So if you want to get gold also, we can use the OR1 dot gold. See here, whenever you type this OR with the help of object reference,
Okay.
these both methods are available under this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we have this. But this is a parent, grandparent. So are we getting the child methods here? OR1 dot here we have any method is coming except cash and gold?
No.
No, right? See here
Yeah.
we have class GP. So this grandparent can able to utilize only their property. They cannot utilize any of these parent or their son or grandchildren's properties. Okay. But
Okay.
if he is having any, for his father is there, then he can able to access his father's liabilities, all assets, liabilities, whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, so that's why, so here nothing is there. Okay. Now what I will do, this is a parent object. So similarly, if I want to call this parent, how to call this silver and mutual fund, how I can able to make the call?
We'll be using same.
Then how?
New class reference is equal to new
Yeah.
class.
So what is that class name? Parent.
Pa
Parent,
parent dot. Yeah.
parent OR2 or P1. We can say P1 is equal to new parent,
Parent.
right?
Yeah.
So now how to call this? Why we are,
P dot. P1 dot.
yeah. So now P1 dot,
Uh,
P1 dot
silver.
silver. See, now once we type P1 dot, what all are the methods available under that parent, it is defaulting right here, mutual fund and silver, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, P1 dot
Mutual fund.
mutual fund, right?
Yeah.
Now, this parent can able to access grandparent property, right? His parent, his father's assets, he can able to access, right?
But
Now here, when I'm
currently no.
typing P1 dot, it is not showing that gold and cash here. That methods are not
Yeah.
displaying, right?
Yeah.
So in order to display those methods, what we have to do?
We have to inherit parent in GP.
Correct. We have to inherit the properties are from GP. So how we can inherit those properties? We can use with the help of extends keyword. Extends GP.
GP.
Okay, that's all. Now, if I run this program, now let's see. Now, if I go with here P1 dot, it will show you all the methods. See, gold is available. Even cash is also available, right?
Yeah.
Cash is also available like that. So now if I run this perfectly, it is going to give the all the methods. So if I run this, see, you are getting all the messages, right? So you are eligible for all the things. But here, this grandparent cannot able to make use of their children's or grandchildren's properties. Okay.
Okay.
So now, but see, here also parent is there. Even parent can't able to access this property method and bonds. These two can't able to access. Why? Because he doesn't have any rights. Okay, even though if we use P1 dot, it won't get any methods here, right?
Okay.
Okay. So now, suppose here there is a question. Now for this child, accept only this silver and mutual fund. Okay.
Okay.
Then what we have to do? Suppose if child wants to access all the above four methods, then what he has to do? Or if he wants to access only cash and gold, then what he needs to do? He has to extend it again.
Yeah.
Extends GP. Suppose if I will extend GP, then he may able to access only these two properties, right? Cash,
Yeah.
gold. But he can't
But
able to
extend.
access silver and mutual fund because he extended grandparent, right?
instead if he extends parent, then he can extend both.
But one class can't able to extend multiple classes, right? That
Yeah.
is a drawback. We can't extend like GP, comma, parent, right? We can't, right?
Yeah. No, if he extends parent alone, then he can access GP also, right?
Yes, yes.
Grandparent, because
Then, yes, that is work, that perfectly works fine. So if we have that case, then we can use only the parent. Now, this child can able to access all above four methods because
yeah,
parent is able to access above methods, so then child can able to access all the four methods. But suppose at any time, if parent doesn't extends grandparent, then even child can't able to access these properties because here he extended only parent. Okay. So now he
okay,
can able to access only silver and mutual fund. When he is able to access grandparents assets as well, if parent extends grandparent, then only
yeah,
they can able to access all these methods. Okay.
all this, okay.
Yeah. So now how to create the objects for this? Tell me. Child extends means that means you have to
Child dot as a new object reference,
one
which
is
will
equal
be
to
C1
new
is equal
child.
to, so
So
C1 dot,
C1 dot. See, you got all the methods. Cash is there, gold is there, mutual fund is there, silver is there, and property is there, right?
yeah,
So you can call any of these methods, okay, like this. So this is how we are going to be inherit the properties from parent and child relations. Okay,
okay,
because here what is happening? This parent is holding the grandparents. So here this parent, right? This parent
yeah,
is holding the parent objects. So here similarly, here C1 child is holding the child objects. This child is holding the child objects. But the thing is here child C1 is equal to new parent. We can't this. This won't be possible. Okay,
okay,
because parent cannot hold the child objects. Okay, but there is a possibility child here parent P1 we have already created, right? P2 parent
yeah.
P2 is equal to new,
No, okay,
yeah, new child.
parent,
Okay, see here what is happening. This parent can hold this child can hold this parent object. So that's why here P2 dot, we can use cash, gold, okay, all you can able to access child because
okay,
this is works fine, but child can't hold the parent, okay, parent can hold the child objects, okay.
okay,
So even though if you can use P2 dot, I can make use of any reference cash or gold, whatever we want, we can able to make use. So this is a kind of relation when we are having object and parent object holding the child relation. That's it. Okay. But child can't be able to use that. Okay. And there is a one more possibility. What is one more possibility? Here, child C1 or C2 is equal to new parent. So both can't be, see total how many ways we are doing here. So one is parent with parent, right? Parent, it will
yeah.
hold the parent and then parent with child combination. And now
Yeah.
child with parent.
Child with, yeah,
So here it will give you a type mismatch, cannot convert from parent to child. Okay, that's the reason. So even if you run the program application will throw an error message. See, unresolved compilation problem, type mismatch, cannot convert from parent to child. Okay.
Okay.
And even you can't call any methods also here. C2 dot. Okay. So you will get the errors only. Okay. That's the reason. Okay. Rest all the combinations, it's working fine. So first one is parent to parent, right? And
Yeah.
then child to
Child.
child. Then parent holding the child objects, then child can't hold the parent, right? So this is
Yeah.
not possible. Okay. See, now are you clear? All these things.
Yeah.
This is nothing but we can consider it as a multi-level inheritance. That means you are extending one after another. Means parent is extending grandparent and child is extending parent. So this is called as a multi-level. Okay.
Okay.
Only if you want to go with single inheritance, these all are, you can hold all these things. Multi-level, in single inheritance means one class extends another class. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
So any one class, say for example, class GP is there and you have one main method. So that's it. Only one class extends another. So single inheritance.
Okay.
So this is multi-level. Suppose if we have one more child is there. Okay. Say for example, if we have child one is there. Say child one. So then
Okay.
child one also he can able to access all these extents, these child properties. He can
Okay.
able to access all the properties under this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like this sports or here you may have car or you can say vehicle because they are owning some vehicles. So he is getting some vehicles also. Okay, like this anything it doesn't matter. Okay, but multi level this one, right? And single inheritance and a hybrid inheritance. Hybrid it is nothing but what here class child extends grandparent and parent also extends grandparent. So that is called as a hybrid. Like one is using for multiple classes, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is all about single inheritance. So you may have the reusable code is there, right? So you can able to extend with the help of things. So you no need to create the multiple things and all. So if you are clear, just if you want, you can note down the program if you require.
Okay. No, I'll try to create this form.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So this is because this is very important when you are going to go with Selenium with Java. Most of the
Okay.
times you may have to extends with the help of extends. You have to use this classes, base class, as we discussed, right? When you have multiple classes, you need to extend the base class with another child classes because wherever you are having the common features, those classes you can able to make extends, right?
Yeah.
So this is all about concept of inheritance and acquiring from inherit the properties all to child classes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah. So this is about inheritance. Now we have one more. Why we are getting here? Now if I run this, we'll get this. Perfect. Okay. So now we'll go with polymer like method overloading or method overriding. How can we achieve
Okay.
method overriding? Method, say we have, I will create one more, under this, I will create one more class called as a method overloading. Before going to go with method overloading, see class name here type discouraged. Why we are getting type name is discouraged by convention. Java type names usually starts with uppercase letters. Means you can use class name always starts with method capital letters. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have used some kind of method documentation. Okay, in Java, we can say this is a kind of documentation type. So whenever if you are going to use this, if others make you, whenever they are going to use the code, they will understand the concepts of what you have written over there. Okay,
Okay.
such kind of information going to be available there. Okay. So,
Okay.
before going to this, we will discuss about method signature. What is the purpose of method signature? Say, for example, we have the method signature. Okay, say method signature. So, what is the purpose of method signature? Whenever you are going to use, see, you may have the same method name. Uh,
No, we can't create with the same method, right?
what?
We can't create with same method, right?
Yeah, that is what I am explaining you now. So class
Okay.
here, I will make it here class test here. Okay, under this public void add here system dot out dot println. We are adding some two numbers. Okay. Now suppose normally Java we can't allow duplicate method names, right?
Yeah.
So because system will give you the error message, same the says that duplicate method
Yeah.
and in type test. So here also this is a duplicate method. This is the test class, right?
Yeah.
So it's not allowing. That means method signature is what? Method signature says that it should be having same method name. Okay.
Okay.
That means same method name. Method name, but different arguments. Arguments. Okay, so normally if you have the same method name but different arguments, when the compiler is going to have the problem, when you are executing a method, here you have two add methods, right? So when I'm creating an object for this test, how to create an object? Test T1 is equal to new test, right? Right, this one.
Okay, so we are calling that,
Yeah, so
but
now when I'm going to call here T1 dot, we have the add method, right?
yeah,
So which is going to execute here? So here we have two. So this is a, we are created with example of method signature. See, now when I'm going to call this T1 dot add, I'm able to add here. I will create it here, but when we can't able to execute this program because JVM can't understand, right? Which method is going to execute here? You have two
yeah,
methods. How the JVM is going to execute on which method? On what basis it is going to execute the program, right?
yeah.
So
It's
it's fetching default. We are adding sum of two numbers, right?
which
So
is the
we
class
want,
test from class.
yeah. So we got this first one by default, right? But
Yeah,
assume that if you have in a real time, then we may get little bit confused, right?
hmm,
So which one is going to consider? So in order to avoid that, and this is method type. So you say return type, it won't bother about return type. Say if I'm going to explain this. So this public is nothing but a modifier, okay? And
okay,
void, what is meant by void? It's nothing but
uh,
a return type, okay?
okay,
Void is a return type because it returns a null value. Because whenever if you use void, that means that it is a null, okay?
no, okay,
And void is nothing but a method name, okay?
okay,
This is a method name. Method name, okay? So method signature is nothing but different arguments and same method name, that we can call it as a method signature. So that is comes into the picture here. So that means that we are overloading. If you do that, say here same method name and different arguments. Suppose if I use here add one, then we can able to call without having any problem. T1 dot add one, right here.
okay,
But tomorrow there might be some kind of calculation methods or some things are there. So in such cases, how to overcome this? Whenever you are going to pass different arguments, means in system you may have the multiple methods and multiple methods with different arguments. Those can be able to accept. That is concept called as a method overloading. That means here in the add method, when I'm going to pass some parameters int a, okay, and here I have add, I didn't pass any parameter here. This is a blank. So that means we are giving passing some parameters, and now here, see here why it is fetching, now that method is not available. That's why it is showing the error. Okay.
okay.
See, now we are considering T1 dot add. Now, if I call this, which is going to be executable now?
Uh, First one only.
First one. Because first one, how the JVM is going to treat here, first one won't be able to execute because first one, it is identified with a parameter. They are passing
Okay, okay, okay.
argument, right? So
Yeah, yeah. So it go for second one.
yes, so both the times it will execute two times, it's second only.
Okay. Okay.
See, now if I'll run this, it won't bother about first method because you are not passing the parameter. That's why. Okay.
Okay.
But as and when you are calling this program T1 dot, here it will show you both the methods, add method and add integer. So when I call this integer and if I will pass the value here, then now it will go with first this,
Okay.
right? So based on the parameters, it is going to consider. Say for example, here I am going to ask int a comma int b. Okay.
Yeah.
So here immediately it will throw you an error because int a comma b, but you have passed only one value, right?
Okay.
So you need to pass. So similarly, here in this add method, I can use any int also, int c. I can use.
Okay.
Okay. So when we are calling this, it is going to be treated as the way we are going to call T1 dot add C integer. So we are going to pass the value. That's it. So this is how we are going to make use of that means we are overloading that arguments, we are overloading with the existing. So this is concept we are calling it as a method of overloading.
Okay.
Method overloading. See, this concept came into the picture in even Selenium also. Whenever we are having the same method with different arguments, we will have. So those cases, we can consider this because assume that if you are having the time format, you have the multiple time formats, right? Day,
Yeah.
time, hours, seconds, minutes. So these all are the different arguments with the same method name. Okay, implicit weight. And so such kind of places, we are going to use these kind of concepts. Okay,
Okay.
method overloading. Okay, are you clear this?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, so up to here, that's fine. So now we, this method of overriding. So this is method of overloading always taken care by compiler. Compiler will take care of here. Compiler.
Okay.
Compiler will take care. That means that when you are compiling the program, that means, see, here, suppose if I didn't pass any parameter here and I didn't execute it, here this is an Eclipse editor, right?
Compiler.
Compiler itself, here
Yeah.
itself, it will throw error message, right?
Yeah.
So that means that compiler will take care of resolution taken care by compiler itself. Okay. So that's why method overloading we can consider as a early binding. Early binding. Okay. Early binding. And compile time polymorphism or method overloading, early binding, whatever we can consider, we can treat it as the same thing only. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is about method of overloading, and we will see about method of overriding tomorrow. So you can practice up to here, okay? And
Okay.
we'll see that method of overriding after some time. Or if we can stay some more time, then we can complete that overriding concept also.
Yeah, I can stay some more time. Uh,
Okay. See, now, so where we will coming to the picture of overriding. Say for example, just now I have created some inheritance concepts, right?
yeah.
So method of overriding, it's nothing but suppose sometimes you are having some this cash and grandparent or parent. Assume that parent is having one method called as education. Okay, under this education, what he wants as a parent, child want to study a mechanical engineering, okay? But normally, when it comes to the education, what is going to happen? See that this concept, child is not going to agree because he doesn't satisfy the thing what he suggested, right? Whatever parent is suggested, child is not agreed or he is not treating as a consider that because he wants to go with either information technology or aeronautical management or some kind of data science or artificial intelligence, some kind of things he wants to choose. So in such cases, what is going to happen when we are calling with the child, this child is there, right? When he is extending child, there is an option called he can override this method. Say for example, here education we have, right?
Yeah.
Here this education. So mhm, okay. So here we have, right, in this parent child, now we have the education, right? So education method. So now what child will do when this is going to be here parent, right? So here child extends parent. So here we will get that. So